See you at the top.
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 At around 1954, somewhere in the tea plantations of Kipkelion in Kericho County, a story is told of white settler farmers who met every so often to exchange ideas on how to manage their plantations better. It is here that an idea was born. This idea led to the formation of East African Management Forum, and later, after independence, this noble idea beautifully morphed to become the Kenya Institute of Management.
The Kenya Institute of Management is a management development organization that was started in 1954 with the intention of bringing the best management practices to the organizations and to the professionals in this country. It started then as the East African Management Forum, and then it transited to the Kenya Institute of Management, and it has remained true to the initial calling of serving the working person, particularly with the skills that are necessary and that are involving in the workplace.
I was the secretary of the organization that existed before the Kenya Institute of Management, which was called, if I remember rightly, the Management Forum, where we discussed various things. One of the subcommittees of the Management Forum on which I served was the question of housing one's junior staff and middle range of staff, and the late Tom Mboya was the chair of that particular committee.
As a platform for imparting managerial and leadership skills, the relevance of an institute of management such as the Kenya Institute of Management is as real today as it was then.
The key purpose of starting an institute of management is to create a forum where managers could come and exchange ideas on how best to manage their organizations. This is because people were never trained to be managers. People were becoming managers accidentally. They developed into managers, or they were forced into management. So the purpose of the institute was to link that, to close that gap, so that we understand the managerial challenges that our members were having and try to arrange appropriate interventions.
Kenya Institute of Management was giving first a platform for people who had not gone to the university, and they wanted somebody somewhere to recognize and to give their know-how to a group of people who get together.
The Kenya Institute of Management has over the years enjoyed the privilege of working closely with some of the most celebrated and patriotic leaders of this nation. These leaders not only believed in the vision and role of the Institute in national development, but also became proud flag bearers of leadership at various levels, most importantly, as patrons and national chairpersons. They include the late Tom Mboya, the late Robert Ouko, His Excellency, the former President Mwai Kibaki, Professor Anyang' Nyong'o, Dr. Joe Wanjui, to name but a few.
Now, the Kenya Institute of Management is governed by a council that is elected from amongst the members every 3 years. We get the chairperson, who is then elected by the council members to serve again for a term of 3 years, renewable once, making it a maximum of 6 years. The highest level of membership is fellows, and that is by invitation. And currently we have about 100 fellows, and these are distinguished members of the Institute and senior citizens who have provided exemplary service in the management practices.
When I was chairman, I was so determined to see KIM reach into the upper levels of management, which it really hadn't been, that I coined the slogan, reaching up, reaching out. I wanted KIM to be more outward looking and more aspirational in reaching senior management.
The institute has grown from its negligible infancy to become a center of excellence, developing managers and leaders, not only for Kenya, but also the East African region. Today, thousands of these leaders continue to build strong institutions and businesses the world over.
Served under the chairmanship of the late Ambassador Bugwa, J.P. Bugwa. He had a wealth of experience. Imagine, he had been. I served as his vice chairman. When his term was about to end, he allowed me to succeed him in an acting capacity, and then I was a natural chairman and served as chairman for I think must have been like 5 years. My time must have been like 5 years to 2011.
I joined in 1981 in the position of an associate director in charge of entrepreneurship development division. And I did that work for about 4 years until 1996 when the board decided to appoint me the chief executive officer. I took over from somebody called Dr. Jagi Ruito, who had taken over from somebody called Dr. Raf Engoman, who had taken over from somebody called Mr. Morara, Andrea Morara, who had taken over from somebody called Rafa Moy. It was about how many guys? About 4 or 5 guys. The turnover was quite high that time.
Ranked among the foremost institutes in Africa, the Kenya Institute of Management is today a hub of management and leadership excellence and the trusted management trainer of choice, providing high-quality professional and institutional development programs in the region. Professional diplomas and certifications offered by the Institute School of Management have become landmark training tools for graduates, the working class, and entrepreneurs in all sectors of the economy.
We also ensure that our lecturers, our consultants are also qualified. We go for the best in the market. We ensure that we delight our customers by our good service. We ensure the best is received by our clients and the customers.
So our learning process is not just the theoretical bit. We also include a lot of practicals in our learning. And a big component of the examination is work-based. So it means you must think practically of the things that you learn in class. Our faculty is a good mix of people in the field and also people in the academia, giving you a very balanced model of learning.
Our students were being acclaimed all over, The industry wanted that KIM person because this KIM person was well trained. The mention of KIM, a diploma from KIM at an interview panel, nearly guaranteed that person a job.
These certifications build onto or into academic qualifications and professional experience, making Kenya Institute of Management graduates not only the choice of every employer, but also employers in their own businesses.
We are looking at starting with those who are coming straight from Form 4 and they want to ground themselves on matters management, and the moment they join, they are able to start from the lowest and be able to finish their diploma. And our diploma note has 8 areas of specialization, so they have a portfolio of specializations or areas of focus to choose from.
For the university students, we invite them to join our programs because they'll not only differentiate them, they'll make them more employable. And for those who choose to join to do their own businesses, then this also prepares them to handle their own organizations professionally.
And again, we have those who are working already, those who are in the corporate world, middle and top management in the corporate world. We also consider them as our students and we train them in management skills.
With a strong network of 22 branches across the country, thousands of Kenyans in the counties can benefit from the Institute's premium management training programs. The result of this is enhanced professional capacity and institutional effectiveness and performance.
Growth of KIM, talk about democratization. We democratized KIM by going out to the rural areas. We had more centers opened. It wasn't just Nairobi. It wasn't just Nairobi, Kisumu and Mombasa. It was just with Thika, with Nyeri, with Machakos, with Nakuru, all this, So we went places, and the student numbers increased.
We are in 22 branches across Kenya, and we have managed to be able to network all these branches so that they're able to get and communicate through a central database. This has enabled us to give the online services to our members.
The Kenya Institute of Management's programs are validated by the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority, as well as the National Industrial Training Authority, NITA. At the core of the Kenya Institute of Management existence is professional membership, with about 8,000 individual members and about 700 corporates, both public and private. The Kenya Institute of Management, a professional membership body, is undoubtedly a vibrant home for managers, providing numerous platforms and programs for learning, sharing, and networking. These members participate in the Institute's governance framework.
Essentially, at the core of our existence, we are a membership organization, and we offer membership and management development services to our members who are both individuals or these are professionals who want to be better in what it is that they do. We also have corporate membership, institutions that subscribe to best or to principles of best practice in terms of what it is that they do. And we believe that, again, courtesy of membership services, KIM has been able to add value to various institutions.
Apart from membership development programs, the Institute offers a rich portfolio of capacity solutions. The Kenya Institute of Management Professional Diploma in Management is a unique program that has 8 areas of practice to choose from as specializations. We offer a range of certifications courses that are relevant for the working professional. Our short executive courses come as open and in-house courses packed with practical and experiential learning. Our research and consultancy solutions aim at assisting institutions achieve operational excellence, act strategically, and become more competitive in their spaces.
This division was set up to address the growing need of continuous skills development in the areas of leadership, management, and governance. Our programs are cutting-edge programs that address the need for the leaders in this country, the middle-level management, and the support staff.
The Institute also offers a range of SME solutions with the sole intention of making its contribution in growing and scaling up this sector, which is the engine of the economy.
The SME Center at the Kenya Institute of Management was set up in 1987, and this was in recognition to the role SMEs play in this country in terms of innovation, job creation, and economic empowerment, both locally and globally. And in terms of the project, in terms of the department, our role includes the 360 degrees of support for SMEs.
The Institute's Management Magazine is a monthly publication for sharing best practices in business, management, and leadership. For over 16 years, the Kenya Institute of Management has been at the helm of running the prestigious Company of the Year Awards, KOYA, which incorporates the SME of the Year Awards. KOYA, which was inaugurated in 2000, was informed by the need to celebrate the great things Kenyan companies are doing amidst very tough political and economic circumstances.
One of the most famous things that we did was the Company of the Year Awards, where we would go into a company, try to assess how the company is performing, and try to say this is the best performing company in terms of management. And we would have a big gala night where we would present awards. And it was like a meeting of the captains of industry. We would have people like 2,000 senior people, managers coming to that function. It would attract very important chief guests, and we felt that we were really rejuvenating the management practices in the country.
The thing that galvanized me was Koya Awards. And we then started finding out the best of the best people in management were showing their talents. And not only showing their talent, but were available to show others. And for the first time, we started seeing in Kenya a top quality of businesses, a top quality of managers, a top quality of finance controllers. And that was what KIM's really top contribution is.
The Company of the Year Awards overall winners,
Crown Paints Kenya Limited.
In 2008, the Kenya Institute of Management developed the Organizational Performance Index, OPI, a model with a tool that measures the extent of business excellence and global competitiveness in organizations. The first in Africa and well benchmarked against global business excellence models, OPI has grown to become a key driver of excellence and competitiveness in Kenyan companies. OPI scores are used to determine the winners at Koya and Smoya.
The OPI model focuses on the 7 determinants that was actually established after a thorough research and of course study into the other business excellence models globally. And we found out that these 7 areas are key drivers of competitiveness. The beauty about the OPI process is that it helps organizations to benchmark themselves against global standards. And of course, as they do that, they're able to enhance their business processes towards sustainability year after year. Now, the OPI scores are what we now use to determine the winners in the Company of the Year Awards, Koya, and of course also the SME of the Year Award.
We also offer technical supports in various SBUs, including the Organizational Performance Index, by providing data analysis during the technical analysis stage of the Organizational Performance Index just before the Company of the Year Awards. So we become very key as a technical support unit in that process.
Many companies have over the years leveraged learnings from this award and now use OPI to enhance business results, with some SMEs using the lessons and scaling up to join big companies. As an institute, this has been a humbling experience with lessons galore. These lessons and knowledge from OPI and Koya form a core foundation in designing the Kenya Institute of Management training programs and conferences. Every year, thousands of managers across all sectors of the economy attend our programs for professional development to boost their value and relevance in their institutions.
Talking about benefits that the OPI process brings to organizations, we have heard exciting testimonials from companies that have embraced the OPI model to the level that they are saying their bottom line has grown by over 20%. We've seen lots of changes in terms of strategy formulation. We have seen the process driving serious culture change in such organizations, because the beauty about the process is that we help you drive this process by developing the people within the organization. And as that is done, then they get revitalized energy to focus on strategy execution towards business excellence.
As a result of our work in promoting excellence and integrity in the management practice, the Kenya Institute of Management has received global accolades. In 2013, the Institute scooped the European Awards for Best Practices, a recognition by the European Society for Quality Research. The Institute was also nominated for the Europe Business Assembly Awards, EBA, by EBA partners in 2013 and 2014. The Kenya Institute of Management was awarded the Golden European Award for Quality and Commercial Prestige by Otherways Management Association Club in 2014. As part of our dedication to shape management and leadership thought, theory and practice, the Kenya Institute of Management established a university, the Management University of Africa, MUA. The vision of the university is to provide innovation, leadership, and management solutions to industries and communities in Africa and beyond.
We have been able to set up the Management University of Africa, which is the focus in the next 2 or 3 years to make sure that it is stable and it is properly capitalized so that it can be able to pursue academic pursuits in the area of leadership, governance and management.
MUA has grown exponentially, attracting a rich global faculty and leaders as students. As an institute whose core values include excellence, integrity, innovativeness, entrepreneurship and collaboration, the Kenya Institute of Management has endeavored to make its contribution in creating solutions to African problems through national and continental dialogues that influence policy and leadership.
Let me begin by commending the Kenya Institute of Management for being in the forefront in organizing these conventions, because they not only discuss issues that affect our daily lives, but also bring in diversity of leaders, the business community, government, and other practitioners to exchange views, but also craft responses and mechanisms to confront these challenges.
Through the Kenya Institute of Management's annual conferences and conventions on governance, management and leadership, thematic areas on national development, entrepreneurship and wealth creation, health, security, corruption and governance are discussed. These gatherings have seen great African minds and leaders come together to advance a conversation on a well-managed and prosperous Africa.
It is now clear acceptance and recognition that Africa must industrialize, without which we'll be here talking about peace and security, year in, year out.
As a hub of management and leadership excellence, we recognize the important place of research as a tool in management. The Institute has published various research findings and organized research conferences. Some of the research papers have been published in the Kenya Institute of Management's Management Magazine. In a highly globalized economy, the Kenya Institute of Management firmly believes in collaborations with like-minded institutions for synergistic initiatives in the spirit of continuous improvement, learning and growth.
The success of the Institute is made possible by the support of very many people who I may not be able to tabulate all of them here. But fortunately, they know themselves. We have our landlords, as spoken. We have our suppliers. We have our general membership, where we have a lot of goodwill from the membership. We have a very committed staff. They've always ensured that the Institute's activities are carried out in a very professional manner. So I would say that it is quite through the goodwill of the landlords, the suppliers, the staff, the general membership that the Institute has been able to grow from strength to strength. Of course, there are people who have served in the various governance instruments of the Institute, providing strategic leadership. The governance instrument of the university, providing strategic direction. The Institute, on behalf of the Institute, we remain forever indebted to those persons. And I must thank each one of them very much.
Our partners include CASNEB, the Institute of Six Sigma Professionals, Chartered Quality Institute, Malaysia Productivity Corporation, MPC, and the European Foundation for Quality Management, EFQM. We look forward to more partnerships towards building a formidable institute of the future, one that will make a bigger contribution in developing better leaders, well-managed institutions, as well as a prosperous Kenya and Africa as a whole.
KIM is a very important institute in this country. It has so much to offer managers at all levels in all parts of the Republic, but it can't do it without members who are active and members who contribute and through contributing benefit. So I do urge all managers, whether it's of a micro enterprise or a major institution, a major corporate, multinational, whatever it is, parastatal, do dip into KIM, experience it and benefit from it.
We have world-class quality men and women that can manage things at the community level, at the national level, at the regional level in Africa, and indeed at the global level.
It's an institute of management. Nothing works orderly unless you manage it proper. If you don't manage it proper, nothing works.
Well, now you know just a little bit about the institute that is shaping the continent on matters management. In the journey of life, everyone delights in walking with a trusted partner. For over half a century, the Kenya Institute of Management, whose mission is to steer and champion excellence, integrity and competitiveness in individuals and organizations throughout Africa and beyond, has been that trusted partner, developing institutions and thousands of managers who are at the top of their game locally, regionally, and globally. We are proud of this achievement, and you too can be part of this great heritage. Welcome to the Kenya Institute of Management, and see you at the top.